This edition of Chao Racing 2021 is dedicated to Casey's loving mama on a 1-year anniversary of when she passed away on December 12, 2020. Casey and all of us here on the ChaoEmperor channel will always love you. From the Chao Way Stadium, it's week 13 of the men's mission show on Chao Racing. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao race. We're getting hyped up for the upcoming Tournament of Champions. Right now, Alpine Sr., Penn Jeffrey, Kevin Forrester, and Sid Vision pushing balls on the pole course. They all got the mind and straight, but only one of them will walk away with a victory. And that victor is Kevin Forrester. Kevin Forrester ends his losing streak as we count down to the Tournament of Champions. And now, here is the host of Chao Racing himself, Brandon Shannings. Thank you, Paul, and hello to your fans at home. Well, in just 1 week from now, we'll get to host the annual Tournament of Champions in New York City. As for this week, we invite you to come in and cheer on all your favorite superstars and divas as they continue their quest to become the next great world champion of the Chao Racing universe. And a big congratulations to Kevin Forrester. He decided to win so badly. That's race win number 2 for Kevin Forrester this season. Lots more fun after this word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. Chao Racing 2021 is sponsored by KFC. It's finger licking good. Okay, Brandon Shannings and Paul Sycamore are ready to call all the action for Week 13's men's division show. And Paul, who do we have again for race number 2? Race number 2 is Bingo Steven, Bryson Dorns, Alex Markinson, and Brandon Shannings. So we proceed to the Amethyst course, while we get ready to wish our current world champion best of luck in the Tournament of Champions, and that's Thomas Linklater. Right now, let's see who wins this race. Best of luck to these next 4 players, and let's rock this place! And Bryson Dorns is quarterback. That means Bingo, Alex, and Rod will have the opening edge. Which one will pay off in that in only one? We'll find out soon enough. And there goes Alex Markinson. He will have command of the lead up in the front. And it looks like Bingo Steven is heading for the water. As the first superstar against Beatbus is number 1. And I do think, yes, Bingo Steven made it to the top of the hill. So Bingo Steven gets the victory. Now he gets his second win, just like Kevin Forrester did in the last race. Bingo's strategy paid off over at the top of the hill. He ends his losing streak tonight, as Bryson Dorns, a little disappointed with yet another loss, will get the next command because looks like he expected to finish further behind Alex Markinson. Yep, number 8 is singing the last place. We will see his all alone in last place, as he will get the last speed bus of this race. So, congratulations to Bingo Steven on ending his losing streak. Yep, he now has 2 wins, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. Okay, these next 4 chat really need to get a move on if they want to earn wins for the entire season. Well, they'll definitely be winners no matter what happens. But anyway, who do we have next, Paul? Next up, we have Joe Rafferty, Wesley Homers, Brave Thatcher, and Chip Zube. Race number 3 is going to be held on the Sapphire course. Let's find out who deserves to earn a W on the card today. Good luck to these 4 players, and please start the race! Alright, so Joe Rafferty will lead the way, along with number 1. They are making way through the Sapphire checking path. At the current point, down goes 1 Silver Chao, and a couple Silver Chao are going to rest. Numbers 1, 2, and 8 to be exact. Joe and Chip are battling for the lead up in the front. It's a close contest so far for these 2 superstars. And who will have the right to get in the first speed buzz of this race? It's number 2, who is catching up to number 1 for the lead, number 4 Silver Chao in the back. And take a look who's straight in last place. it's number 7. As the superstar that gets BUS number 2, it's Chip Sube, who is now our leader over Joe Rafferty. Still a chance for Brave Faction, and he decided to pause for a moment. And who got the next one? It's number 7. He gets home, but he's still in last place behind number 8. And here comes Joe Rafferty. He's trying to find the open hole to get back to lead, but it's going to be too late to find the open hole in time. As number 1 takes next beamers, you can tie one up for Chip Sube. That makes 6 wins tonight for Chip Sube. Number 7 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. So tying one up for Chip Sube tonight. Yep, if he keeps it up, he'll reach next season's roster, that's for sure. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, Paul, next up we have Willingson, Zach Allison, Chris Manacos, and Ryan Cressler. That is what we have for race number 4, and we're off to the Ruby course. Impressive season for Willingson so far, but let's see who really deserves to win. Everyone's on the clock, so without further ado, let's have a Chao race! And number 1 is going to lead the way for this A group of Chao. Zach Allison currently having the best position with 2nd place ahead of number 2. Remember, if a Super Chao finishes first, the win will go to the next best standing. Keep in mind. And it looks like number 8 will get the speed bus. He finishes best place, and Zach Allison wins this one in 3rd place. Yep, so Zach Allison gets the win, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. Alright, welcome back to Chao Racing 2021. Everyone is getting hyped up for the annual tournament champions, which will take place next week. Right now, let's continue Week 13's men's mission action as Paul presents race number 5. Thank you, Brandon. Race number 5 will feature Eric Crosby, O.J. Upton, Devan Hill, and Jack Parson. So this next race is going to be held on the Pearl course. And we're going to cheer on Jack because he is the strongest Chao of the 48 superstars. We're going to keep an eye on Jack Parson for this upcoming race. Let's see what happens here. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's have a Chao race. And there goes Jack Parson, quickly pushing his ball to the other side, and he is going to win this one easily. Jack Parson is a winner. A plain and simple affair. See, I knew he was the strongest Chao of the 48 superstars. What a deal by Jack Parson. How about that, Brandon? Yep, Jack Parson now up to 6 wins, and we'll have another sign race for you at the Week Percent Award from this. We're almost at our halftime break for Week 15, but first let's present race number 6. And for race number 6, we have Donald Rennings, Shane Franingham, Daniel Heaton, and Sam Hewitt. And it will be held on the Athens course. Who is going to win this bout? We're about to find out right now. Let's rock this place. Okay, so Donald, Shane, Daniel, and Sam are up next as we continue our countdown towards the 2021 Chao Racing Tournament Champions. Make sure to tune in as it comes to you live from New York City. Hopefully the USA will be able to repeat as the supreme winners. Well, anyway, who is going to get the first POS for this race? It's number 7. And guess who's going to win this one? It's Sam Hewitt with a shortcut. Sam Hewitt wins this one easily. His scam paid off at the top of the hill, and now he's up to 5 wins for the 2021 season. As number 1 will have Speedway's number 2, and he passes number 2, who is pausing for 1. Take a look at the other 3 Chao fighting for 2nd place. Looks like Donald Rennings is going to hold off the rest of the competition to earn 2nd place. As number 1, it's better to close this one out with back-to-back speedways. So, tallying women up for Sam Hewitt, what will happen in the next race? We'll soon know in the early one. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Okay, Paul, time for lucky race number 7. Next up, we have Rusty Jackington, Buster the Jumbo, our defending world champion Thomas Wingrider, and Tate Miller. So, off to the Sapphire course for race number 7 of week 13. Let's see who had the lucky dip to win this one. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! And Buster and Tate are going to rest. That means Rusty and Thomas will have the opening edge. Which one will pay off or not will determine by the answer later on in the show. Right now, it looks like Rusty pauses for one. So Thomas Wingrider will have a little bit of advantage, as the first superstar against Beat Bus is Buster the Jumbo, and one of Silver Chao is going to rest. Take a look at point number 1. He is getting left behind the competition from number 7. As number 8, who leads over the 4 Silver Chao in 5th place, takes speed as number 2. And here they come, climbing up the stone wall. Looks like, yep, Thomas Wingrider is going to rest. That will give Buster Jumbo coming out of the lead. But how long will Buster's lead last? We'll soon know, as our defending world champion Thomas Wingrider gets the next command spears, trying to catch up in the ground. And here they come, making way towards home stretch. And Buster Jumbo went a little too far. That will give Rusty Jackington coming out of the lead. Will he hold on? We'll soon know. As number 7 takes the next POS, Rusty is indeed going to hold off Thomas Wingrider for the victory. Rusty Jackington wins this one. Thomas Wingrider came in 2nd, and it looks like Tate Miller will come in 3rd place. Great job, Rusty. You deserve to win. That's right. That's 5 wins for Rusty Jackington, and there's more assignment coming up. Do not go away. Alright, let's separate up race number 8. And for race number 8, we had the Bob E. Maynard, Bobby K, Ricardo Kamen, Dave Miller, and Logan P. Sweeney. This next race will determine the fates of reaching the playoffs this season. Let's hope for the very best in the OE1. Please start the race. And Bobby Maynard, Bobby K, and Dave Miller are going to lead the way. These two Chao are going to be battling for the lead as the 8 Chao sprint through the Ruby course of the Chao Stadium. Looks like Bobby K is going to win this one and no one gets a speed bus. Yep, the Bobby Man is going to do it right over there over Dave Miller. Bobby K is the winner as the 1 speed bus of the space we made by number 1. So tally winner for Bobby K. Yep, that makes 7 wins and 7 losses. Back in a bit, do not go away. Well, we're still a couple more races to go before we get to our main event for this week. So, Paul, let's hear about race number 9. And for race number 9, Brandon, we have Corey Sarchester, Tyler Foltz, Nolan Helms, and Alvin Heaton Jr. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Here we go. Who is going to be the best ball pusher, and who is going to make it to the finish line first? We're about to find out right now. Looks like Nolan Helms has a pretty good start. They're making their way towards finish line, and Nolan Helms indeed win this one. That was an incredibly close race. Yep, and Nolan Helms gets the victory. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. And now for race number 10 of week 13. Race number 10, it's Kenny Days, Jeff Yoden, Harry Horst, and Michael Creighton. Let's see what happens here as week 13 continues to get lucky. Best of luck to the next 4 superstars, and let's rock this place! Okay, so we've seen quite a down-to-the-wire contest in the last race. Will this one be the same story? We'll soon know. Right now, Kenny Days all the way good start ahead of the competition. It looks like all 4 Chao, yep, looks like they're going to be sticking with the Bridges post. And who is going to get the first speed bus on this race? It is going to be Jeff Yoden, who is trying to catch up to our leader, Kenny Days, over at the bridges. A couple of Super Chao heading for the water, and number 8 over at the bridges is getting left behind on the competition all the way in the back of the pack. He is currently straight in last place. As the superstar against speed race number 2 is number 7, but he's straight in 7th place. And it's going to be another down to the wire, folks. It's going to be a close one, and it looks like Michael Clayton is our winner. And we have just enough time for one more speed race on its base, and it will be made by number 1. How about that, Brandon? Another close finish. Yep, and Michael Clayton gets the victory. Back in the pit to not go away. Alright, Paul. One more race before we get to our main event for lucky number 13. That's right, race number 11 will feature Yario Sills, Zachary Carmelo, Peter Foles, and Steven Robinson. And coming up in the next segment, Ozzy Jenkins trying to be lucky enough to get his second Superstar Week honors in Week 15's main event. But first, let's find out who's lucky enough to win race number 11. It's off to the Sapphire course we go, and it's best of luck to the next 4 competitors. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, let's see who will be fortunate enough to win this race, and one in Super Chao is quarterback. Steve Robinson all to an excellent start ahead of Peter Foles. They are making their way through the Sapphire checkered path. We've seen a couple of close races so far, and that's just a pure example of our model. Anything can happen in the Chao Racing universe. Will this race be the same story? We'll soon know, as number 7 will start the speed bus, and now we enough to take the lead over the 4th Chao ahead of number 2. And right now, number 1 is getting stranded in last place. And who is going to get speed bus number 2? It is going to be none other than Zachary Carmelo. And Peter Foles is going to rest. So Zachary Carmelo will move up a place. Number 7 currently dominating over the 4th Chao ahead of the pack. And here comes Zachary Carmelo with back-to-back speed bus. But it looks like Steve Robinson is going to hold off Yario Sills for another close victory here tonight for Week 15. Steve Robinson gets the victory as Peter Foles will close out of speed bus. So Steve Robinson will lead us to the main event. Yep, he gets victory. We'll soon know who will be the Superstar Week after we find out word from this. Alright, Paul, this main event is sure to be lucky for one of our contenders tonight. That's right, it's Week 15's main event, and our returning champion is Ozzy Jenkins. His challengers this time around are Joshua Samore, Bruno Alonso, and Larry Monroe. This main event is sponsored by the Hershey Company. Now with a new brand name featuring the same makers who bring you chocolate, kisses, and all other kinds of candy, from the makers who brought you the Hershey Company. Let's see who's going to get the lucky touch for this week's main event. I know I got my lucky charm, but let's see who wins this one. Best of luck to these 4 players, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, Ozzy Jenkins trying desperately to get his second Superstar Week honors. He did it back in Week 11, and now he's trying to do it again for Week 15. He ate the fruit, and there he goes. Ozzy Jenkins is gone, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment. There goes Bruno Alonso. He is going to have to come in on 2nd place. And it looks like he is going to be heading for the water as the first Superstar against us on Week 15's main event presented by the new Hershey Company. It's number 1, who is also heading for the water along with Joshua Samore. And right now, number 2 is getting straight in last place over at the bridges. Well, he is going to get speed race number 2, but I think he needs a lot more help than that to stay in the game. Ozzy Jenkins has a commanding lead, trying desperately to reach the playoffs this season, still having any hope of reaching the playoffs. Good chance he'll try to come back next season if he keeps it up. Anyway, Larry Monroe in next US, but that was about a pity that time. And right now, Bruno Alonso still straight in 2nd place behind our leader, Ozzy Jenkins, as Joshua Samore will get to it now, and he is quarterbacks. Right now, let's take a look at some of the Silver Chao fighting for D-Life in the back. Numbers 1 and 7 are getting left behind in the competition. I think one of them should get some help. which one will get that chance? It's number 1. That makes it second speed buzz in the base. Meanwhile, looks like Bruno Alonso's going to rest. So Ozzy Jenkins will have a little bit of breathing room. I do believe he is going to repeat as a Superstar Week for one more week. Yep. Next PS belongs to Bruno Alonso. Well, we have to settle for second place in the matter 1. And poor number 7 is still straight in last place. As number 8 will get to now. He is dominating over the 4-0 Chao. And Ozzy Jenkins will get another Superstar Week honors tonight. Ozzy Jenkins repeats as a Superstar Week for Week 13. His lucky charm paying off. And who will get the next command speed buzz? It's number 7. He finally gets help, but he will have to retain last place over number 2. Anyway, Bruno also came in second, and Joshua Salmore came in third. As Week 13's main event is all done. So, for the second week in a row, Ozzy Jenkins wins the main event. That's why he'll be coming back next week trying to make it 3 in a row, and there's more time coming up. Do not go away.